welcome to Easy and Fast English. I am James. Do you know the word sneeze? Well, sneeze I don't have to explain. Sneeze I can show. And as you have seen, sneeze, you're supposed to not sneeze into your hands because you shake the hands of others. What you're supposed to do, sneeze into your elbow pit. In case you have two big shopping bags, you have two choices. Either you will drop the bags, or you are really strong like Schwarzenegger and you do like and somebody sneezes, what do you say? Bless you. Exactly right. So anyway, if you have a baby in your arms and you have to sneeze, you figure that one out. Okay, today's topic is preposition of place. Yeah, we had prepositions before. You know, prepositions are always a bit difficult. They are not easy to translate from one language into another. Prepositions of place. So places, things to describe a location. Yeah, let's start with a very common, very famous in. In a room, in a town, in a picture, in a car. How can you remember in? Just remember this. Think of a box. Yeah? Anything that's surrounded by walls, anything that's inside. Inside, in a place, in a box. That's in, for example, in a box. We also use it for a town, a city, a country, a specific state. Yeah, so in Indiana, in London, in the United States, in Russia, yes, in a country, in a place. And of course in a picture. In a picture is a bit strange because you're thinking, oh, it's on the picture, but you think of a picture like 3D. Think of a picture like 3D picture because you're kind of looking inside the picture, so it's in the picture. Something is seen there. Yeah, and of course we use in the car. Now, why in the car? Because for other public transport, for example, you use on an airplane, on the train, yes, on the bus, it's on. The exception is in a car, in a taxi, all right? So, otherwise, public transport, it's on. A very common at. At is also very easy to remember, at a location or next to an object. Now, a lot of people confuse the at, but at always when you describe a location. So I'm at the airport. And people say, why don't I say I'm in the airport? Well, you can also say I'm in the airport. It depends what you want to say. If you call and, hey, I'm looking for you at the train station. Well, I'm not at the train station, I am at the airport. Okay, and the person says, I cannot see you, I'm also at the airport. Well, walk through the doors inside, then I'm in the airport. Now you want to describe that you're in the building. Yeah, but for location, always at the airport, at the train station, at school, at the office, at home. I'm at home, on. Yeah, we already talked a little bit about on public transport, on a bus, on a plane, on a train, but in the car, in the taxi. On for this board. This board is attached to the wall. The picture is attached to a wall. Yeah, or maybe you're hanging on to something. That's also on because you are attached to something. People also say, hang on. Okay, I'm hanging on. This also means wait. What else? Place with a river, of course. When we say, where's London? London lies on the Thames. Okay? Or New York lies on the Hudson River. Or Cologne lies on the Rhine. What else do I know? Kiev lies on the Dnieper. Pretty good. Istanbul lies on the Bosporus. Cairo lies on the Nile, I think. Okay? Sorry, the Nile. The Nile. Okay. Anyway, locally it's Nile. Yeah, English Nile. Nile River. Anyway, by next next to, beside. Interchangeable, same thing. You can always say, Jane is standing by the car, Jane is standing next to the car, Jane is standing beside the car. What it means, there's a car, there's Jane. Yeah, next to, beside it, by it. So it's usually left or right, maybe in front or behind of somebody or something. Under. I should explain them together. Under and below. A lot of people get confused. What's under, what's below? Well, it depends what you want to say. Now imagine you are sitting at the table and your legs are of course under the table. Yeah? But your legs are under the table and on the ground. But if I take my marker and I hold it under the table, now the pen is below the table. That means below the surface, but not touching the ground. That's below. Maybe a better example is the one with the fish. The fish is in the water. There's the surface of the water. The fish swims about here, but the fish does not walk on the ground normally. Yeah? So the fish is below the water. We can take a fish and throw it into the water, but when it's in the water, it's just below the surface. So something that's below something else, but not on the ground. And under, just you compare two things. This hand is under this hand is under this hand is under this hand. Okay? But it's also kind of below, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So, over and above. It's a bit like under and below. Yeah, above, higher than something, but not directly over. What does that mean? A bit confusing. You can say it's over me. Well, you want to compare to yourself. It's higher than me, so it's flying above. An airplane is flying above. Sure, it's flying kind of over me, but the point is you compare to the place where you are. For example, every day I see a UFO. No, I don't. Yeah, but imagine an unidentified flying object, aliens. Yeah, is hovering. Hovering means not flying. Hovering is just hovering, staying in one place in the air. Yeah, it's hovering above me, right on top of me, above. Okay, so over can mean different things, of course. Overcoming an obstacle. So I'm climbing over a wall. Yeah, for a preposition of place. But I can also kind of imagine I'm trying to get over a problem. It's the same idea. Yeah, but we're talking about prepositions as of place. So you try to get over a wall, for example. You try to jump over a hurdle, yeah, over a little creek, a little river, yeah, so over something. And of course, covered, a jacket or shirt. Yeah, I have a jacket, a hoodie we call it because it has a hood. I have a jacket over my t-shirt. I don't know why, because it's very warm in here and I should take it off. I will do that in a minute. So above, what else do we have? That's it. Yeah, over. Over is used very, very much. Yeah, over anything that's over you. A bridge over the river. I think over, you know. Good. So above, it's good. Last but not least, you hear it sometimes, into and onto. For me, it's quite simple. It's two prepositions together. In, to. So for example, I'm going from here and want to walk or jump into something, into the swimming pool. So which basically means from here where I am, I'm going into the swimming pool, into the water, or I'm outside, and remember a room is closed. Yeah, in, exactly, but I'm not in the room yet. I'm outside the room and I'm walking into the room. you could actually sometimes, you could write just in and to, or you put them together, into. You have actually two choices. Both are perfectly fine. So enter a room. And onto is the same idea. You want to get on the table. Remember the bar? Yeah, maybe later in the evening you want to jump on to the bar table. So that means you're on the ground and then you jump onto the surface of something, because on was a place like on top of something. You also can say, of course, yes, I'm going onto the plane, onto the bus, onto the train. It's perfectly okay. I'm outside the train, I'm entering the train, I'm going onto the train. Yeah, enter something, enter a room, and onto a movement to the top of something. What do I have? Get into the kitchen, yeah, or jump onto a table, onto. Okay, so this is a challenge for you. The challenge is to use all of these prepositions which are on this board, all the prepositions of place, and put them into a short story. Be creative. Think of something funny. Take all of them, put them into a short story, and I show you what I mean. That's a glass with water. Yeah, it's water. And this is just a lid. You can also say a lid to close it. If you're in the bar, you put it under. We call it a coaster, not to make the table dirty or broken. Okay? So, I'm in the bar. In my glass, I have water. I'm sitting at the bar, yeah, and I'm not at home right now. I'm putting my glass on the table and I'm putting the lid on the glass. Now, the lid, I take it off and now it's next to, by, or beside the glass. Now, again, I take this and use it as a coaster and put it under the glass. Now it's under the glass. If I go down a bit, now it's not directly under, it's also below the glass. Below, above. And now it's on the glass. Did I miss anything? Now I'll take this pen and put it, I don't know why, because I need an example, into the glass. Okay, and you see this coaster? Now I put the glass back onto the coaster. And I hope I will not drop it, otherwise it will fall down and I have to look under the sofa. Okay? So now your turn. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you have learned something. I'm all excited about listening for your examples. Funny examples are always welcome.